advertisements today. Are you ready? Alright, let's go.
Oh hey, I didn't see you there. Welcome. Thanks for tuning in.
I hope you're all having a great holiday break, spending time with family, and taking a well-deserved rest. So, what I want to talk to you all about today is an ad that impacted me personally. I mean, we've all been there, walking down the supermarket aisle, trying to decide which product. I mean, they all do the same thing, right? Like, we all have seen competition between Lysol and Clorox and the generic brand, and we're sitting there and we don't really know which one to buy because they both claim to say to do the same thing and they both seem to work. So how do we decide? I was watching Frontline PBS and they did a segment about modern advertising called The Persuaders. They talked about the growing phenomenon as consumers become more and more bombarded with these advertisements I've discussed. In this kind of environment where consumers are cynical and marketers are burnt out, what do we do? In this segment on Frontline PBS, they interviewed Kevin Roberts, who is the CEO of Saatchi & Saatchi. Saatchi & Saatchi has clients such as Toyota, Visa, Lexus, and General Mills. So in this interview, he said, what consumers want now is an emotional connection. All right, so let's jump into this advertisement. So what it is a Nike advertisement that was aired during the summer 2008 during the Beijing Olympics. The main thing of it was to celebrate 20 years of Nike being in business. But the other part of it was to associate the feeling of empowerment and the ability to overcome any obstacle with the brand of Nike. So the power behind this ad is its simplicity. It's not selling a specific product, even though it is branding itself. It's selling an emotion, so to speak. The name of the ad campaign is literally entitled Courage. Well, how do you sell courage? I don't know, but Nike did it. So, on a different note, the ad speaks to one of the most powerful emotions of today, and that emotion is desire. The desire to succeed. It's bred by the American dream. The American dream is defined as, I looked this up on Google, is defined as the ideal that every United States citizen should have an equal opportunity to achieve success and prosperity through hard work, determination, and initiative. In Jack Solomon's The Signs of Our Time, he referred to marketers as masters of desire. In the case of this advertisement, they are selling the American dream. They are literally selling an emotion. And though much of the audience may have been international, the audience of the advertisement was specifically English-speaking Westerners. We can tell this based on the language of the advertisement, which is English, and the people depicted. You have to have some basic knowledge of Western society to understand who these people are in order to give this advertisement meaning. So, now that we have this environment where this American dream has bred this environment, what do we do with it? Start off with the first scene of the ad, James throwing his pregame chalk into the air and a colorful and a colorful line saying everything you need is already inside. Now at this point, we're not even aware that this is an advertisement. There's not a spokesperson trying to sell us anything. That's not a celebrity to the ad, speaking to the audience wherever they're at. All right, and the second way we are able to determine what the message of this advertisement is the music. The music is one of the most powerful tools in Nike's toolkit. So, what it is a song called All These Things That I've Done by The Killers. The song builds up. By the very end, you can hear the choirs yelling that same line, I've got soul, but I'm not a soldier. So why this is powerful is because it's interpretive. People can take it any way they want. It can mean one thing to one person and something completely different to someone else. In the words of Chaz Michael Michaels, one of my favorite Will Ferrell characters, no one knows what it means, but it gets the people going. And I think that's exactly what is happening here. And the third way that Nike conveys their message is through conveying a sense of accomplishment in their art. Lance Armstrong wins the Tour de France. Usain Bolt crosses the finish line. Kobe Bryant screams with joy, and Michael Jordan kisses the NBA championship trophy. It gets your heart beating just a little bit faster, and by the end of the ad, we're almost cheering for these people from our living rooms, even though these moments are long gone. Maybe it's because of our love for the sport, or maybe it's because we see a piece of ourselves in that. The music returns to that low riff, and our attention is fixed upon the longest and most powerful image of the ad. And that's W amputee runner Oscar Pistorius sprinting like a cheetah. After watching this, I feel motivated to go run a few extra laps on the track and to dream a little bit bigger. I have a drive to do these things because Nike inspired me to. We want people to associate our brand with something bigger than a catchy jingle, something bigger than a celebrity spokesperson. The advertisement is trying to reach English-speaking Westerners. We can tell this based on the fact that it was aired during the Olympics, the language that is used in it, as well as the the actual people who are in it, the advertisement, because you have to live in the West to understand who these people are, at least generally speaking. The message of it is connecting encouragement and empowerment to overcome any obstacle and associating that with Nike. We can tell this based on the music that was used, the beginning quote at the very beginning, and the imagery of people accomplishing their goals.